Let's see you fight. Oh, you don't want to fight? Give up the belt.
The Intercontinental Championship.
Give up the Intercontinental Championship. Give it to John Cena. Hey, what's up, guys? My name's Angel. That's Sam. We're here for another one. Today we're going to be discussing the Duck himself, Jon Jones versus Tom Aspinall, the Brit. Sam, let's get into it, man.
Is it Tom Aspinall or is it Francis?
Come on, man.
It should be Tom Aspinall.
Oh, because I don't know. He's talking about Francis. He wants to fight him. You know?
He did. So, I don't know if you guys have saw. I'm sure you have. This man has been going on Elon Musk type tirades when it comes to tweeting. This man's tweeting left and right. He's arguing with fans. I love it. And he talked about something. He said he wants to fight Francis, or he has more interest in fighting Francis rather than he does Tom Aspinall, the current vacant, or not vacant, the current interim champion. So, what do you think, bro? Give me your thoughts on that.
This guy's a coward, dude.
Yeah.
I just, bro, like, okay, he wants to fight Francis. He wants to fight because he's been, I mean, the fight that he had when the PFL was just, just training to him. It was easy.
Yeah.
So he's been inactive for a while. He's like, oh, okay, he's gonna have some rust, so I could beat this guy.
Yeah.
While Tom, he's in his prime. He ends fights like in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So he's just trying to get the easier payout, I guess the better payout, right?
Yeah.
And the easier fight. But didn't he duck him for like 3 years when he was in his prime?
Yeah, so that's another point that people are bringing up. They're like, hey, now that he's out of the UFC, you want to fight him. But when he was in the UFC, he was going on interviews saying he wants to get these fights going. He wants to fight Jon Jones. And now that he can no longer fight him, he's trying to say he wants to fight him. It seems like he's just ducking. I think Jon's play is he's going to try to do this for longer, be the champion as long as he can, just to troll Aspinall and all the people who are hating on him, and then he's going to vacate, and then we're never going to see him again.
If he does that, that's like one of the, just what a way to end your legacy.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to be removed, and people already glaze you, like, it's like you're the GOAT, right?
Yeah.
But this will leave a severe stain on
It
you.
will leave a stain, I agree, but I don't think it's going to... People who called him GOAT before are still going to call him GOAT now.
No, I know. They just love him.
Yeah. But maybe the people in the middle are going to look at him a little different. But, I mean, to be the devil's advocate here, Jon Jones is old, right? He's like, what, 38?
37.
37, right? He's getting pretty old. He doesn't want to risk it. Because I was thinking about it, like, think of other champions in the past who have said, hey, I'll fight anybody. And then when they get the champion, they're like, I'm going to be very specific about who I'm going to fight. Like, my favorite fighter, my GOAT, is DC. I saw a clip and I'm like, DC will take the fight. And I thought about it. And then I thought to an interview that I watched with him and Ariel. And then they asked him while he was champion if he wants to fight Francis. Same person, but way younger. Maybe 5 years ago, 4 years ago. You know what he said? He said, nope, I don't want to fight Francis. I only want to fight Stipe, or I only want to fight Jones himself. No one really called him a duck then, because he said the same reasons he wants to do it, because it's monetary. But he was a little bit more humble about how he talked about his opponent. He was giving Francis respect. The issue that people have with Jon is that he's disrespecting Tom, and he's saying, I'm not going to fight him. DC was like, I respect him, but I'm not going to fight him. There's the big overlay. But how can we look at Jon this way, but we don't look at DC that same way when DC didn't want to fight Francis because he wasn't a big enough name? So Jon's making that same argument. What do you think about people who say that and say he's not ducking, he just wants the money because he's done so much in his career?
I think he's just then vacate the belt and then fight Francis. Do that. If you want to do that, vacate the belt.
I know I just gave that whole breakdown, but I was just playing the devil's advocate. I think he's ducking. I think he's scared. He's scared, bro. He doesn't want it. He doesn't want it.
If you want to fight Francis so bad, vacate the belt.
Yep.
No one will complain.
Yeah.
You vacate the belt. Now the heavyweight division can go back to being the way it was, trash. But moving again.
Yeah.
So just vacate, dude.
For sure.
That's all.
For sure. And I think to poke holes in the own argument I was making on Jon's behalf is DC was ready to fight somebody. DC was very active champion.
Yes.
How many times has Jon Jones fought since he's been back?
Twice.
Dude, it's been like 3 years. It feels like it's starting to get. Like, come on, bro. You're getting older. You're gonna use it as an excuse, but you're the one who's taking up all the time. Like, we want to see some action for you. You're supposedly the GOAT. Let's see you fight. Oh, you don't want to fight? Give up the belt.
The Intercontinental Championship.
Give up the Intercontinental Championship. Give it to John Cena. like I'm just saying that I want to see some action. Like, don't say you're the best if you're not willing to fight the best. Because right now, the vast majority of UFC fans and fight fans out there, they think that Tom Aspinall is the best, and it's really just as simple as that.
No, I agree. Just vacate, dude. Just end it and let us finally continue. You're not the sport, bro. UFC is gonna continue on without you, and there'll be a new GOAT.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. That's how life is.
Yeah. Do you think, final question before we wrap this up, what happens if Jon Jones finally decides to stop being a duck and he fights Tom Aspinall? Is he the GOAT in your eyes? Given the steroids, given the hitting a pregnant woman with his car, given all these things, do you still think that he's going to be the GOAT?
So as much as I want to say no because of all those, but you got to take away sometimes the personal. life, you know, because we had it personal, Michael Jordan would be the GOAT.
Yeah.
Because he's an asshole. But, you know, if we take that away from him, then he is the GOAT.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he's steroids. That's the problem.
Yeah.
But if he beats Tom, that's really impressive, and that'll be like, okay, maybe he is. Maybe I might change my mind.
Yeah. That opened the door for a lot of people, including myself, because I probably still will not call him the GOAT there, just for the fact that he's used steroids and he's done all these things in the past. Not even the pregnant stuff, but you can't use steroids and try to be car stuff the GOAT. That's why I can't call Barry Bonds a GOAT, because he used steroids. People are going to get on me. If we have any MLB fans out there, you guys are probably going to disagree, but if you're the GOAT and you're cheating at your profession, I can't call you the best because you're taking it away from people who maybe didn't cheat, right? Yeah. So for that reason, I can't call him the GOAT. But guys, this is going to do it for another one. We just got into kind of John Jones and Tom Aspinall. Do you guys think he's going to fight him? We personally don't. If you guys, give your opinions in the comments, like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.